Yeah. Oh, I guess we're live now. Welcome, Sports Globe family, to another Sports Globe feature or live events on Sunday. We call it Sports Pulse Sunday. And of course, I have my brethren with me, Rudy and the Olympian. Hey, we have to find a name for Rudy, because Rudy, me
Yeah,
just can't tell people Rudy and them know it, I have to find a name for you that
yeah,
we're
man.
going to
It's all
call you,
good, man. Anything you give me, I follow it. It doesn't really matter.
Anything,
But welcome to the Sports Pulse Sunday. It's always
yes.
good to be on with you, my brother, and to
Mm.
the listeners. Thank you for coming with us. Thank you for stopping by. Share. Call your friends, call your neighbor, let them know Sports Pulse is on. We have a really good show on for you guys today. Just stay tuned. Come on, be with us, be a part of this. Send your comments, be a part of this with us tonight, and let it be something amazing, amazing show for you guys, and be with us in this journey that we on.
Yeah, and if all of you think so we're boring, we're not boring, we have a lot of life. But we just kind of take it in our way and think so we don't understand them kind. So here we're gonna give them the life, Rudy, whatever look for. We're kind of live show. And it's we're gonna just give them who we are and our whole personality and we come out into the whole thing and we're just gonna have a whole lot of fun. So here are people. We're gonna talk about the enhanced games that's coming up, right? And of course, we talked to our controversial Dr. Paul Wright. I don't want to hear what Dr. Paul Wright said. I don't want to hear what we have to say too. I know Sir Rudy have only to say on the whole thing too. And of course, we're going to also dive into this whole new standard of World Athletics that drop on the whole of the athletes them. But me not see no money I talk about in terms of where World Athletics is coming from. Them, president of the World Athletics Federation, he might do all kind of other things apart from talking about money or that at least them can make it. Of course, the ultimate games are come up and all of that, another money making thing, but is that enough? But here we Rudy. So a whole lot of things happening at the week, Big
Yeah.
things happen.
Listen,
Winning go on, losing go on,
let me
all kind of
listen.
things mash up the place.
Let me start it out because I called it on this show. I called it on this
N-
show.
NBA, NBA.
I called the NBA.
Two big teams got the finals.
New
But
York
hey,
Knicks
listen.
and San Antonio Spurs. The champ, and I said it.
Yeah,
Even though I want to see the championship go to the Mecca,
yeah.
New York City.
New York City.
However, it is not an easy task for them.
Nah, nah.
From
But
since,
I tell you
from
this in a
since,
Rudy.
listen, from since the Olympics,
Yeah,
when Wimby lost in the Olympics, he'd been
yeah,
upset. His plan is to come in America
yeah,
and win a championship in
yeah,
America against the Americans. That has always been his plan because you went to France and you beat him in France.
yeah.
So he decided, well, I want a championship, and this been
The
on
man,
his mind.
the
And
man
I'm
want come
telling you,
on.
if you go and you talk to him, he will tell you
Yeah.
that has been his plan. If you in his house, you are going to see on his whiteboard somewhere
So
in
hold
his
on, the Rudy.
bathroom,
I
NBA championship. The
want to ask you
sadness
from
of
now.
yeah, man.
Want to ask
Man
you
have the
from now.
US on his heart.
So New York are going to win this thing.
I going with New York. I would like to see the championship go to New York. I
I
think
think, I
well,
think,
well deserved. 27 years is a long time.
holy power, oh my God, Rudy, I not even did believe, I want to tell you, say, it's when we reach the
Listen,
finals, I decide, say, and me and my wife have a conversation, and me I say, she asked me, say, when was the last time they win? And I say, something I know. I'm
last
saying,
time they win
I'm going to look
was
for it.
they win a
I'm,
long time, but the last time they make the finals
oh
was
my God.
1999. Last time they went into the finals was
Yeah,
1999.
and them never won. Yeah,
And
it's
I
crazy.
think they either get swept or it was 4-1. I think they probably win one game.
Rudy, the winningest team in the NBA are the Celtics.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Boston.
Yeah,
The
Boston,
winningest team.
yes.
I can't believe so New York was so far out of it for the longest time them to
And
win.
and and to see how New York has been so
Big team.
dominating, yeah, with the baseball and the football. I even think they won a football. Yeah, the Giants,
With the
New York
Jets.
Giants end up winning.
Yeah,
Yeah, win before they
yeah,
actually win.
yeah,
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 New
yeah,
York
yeah.
Giants win.
I can't.
Within the last 20 years, New York Giants win. But to see that happening now for New York, I am happy for them. And I'm telling you, man, they call it the Mecca of sports. New York is certainly deserved to be there. They
Yeah.
work hard for it, but they have a task on their hand. And like I said, I'm going for New York, but San Antonio is not an easy team right now. They're hungry, and when you beat the MB, when you beat a
Yeah.
championship team, that tells you you have a different mindset. You have a different mindset.
Rudy, forget about that. Them are the other play. Them the other finals. You know, them are play against the Spurs. Going to be a good competition.
It'll be a good game. It'll be a
I'm
good
sorry,
game.
sir, my boy from over Hamilton never get to be there again. MVP, yes, he worked hard last
Listen,
night.
one is good
Look
enough.
good. But
One for
here the
now.
thing is,
I have a
who are
problem
the
with that
ticket
too, you
them?
know. Listen, let me tell you this. And I'll tell you something about
Yeah,
focus.
yeah,
I listened to a former athlete, a former coach, an
yeah,
athlete and a coach, and she said, "Oh, track and field." The name is not flashing on me right now. And she said
yeah,
she had this motto with her:
yeah,
"Let them call your name." It's always been this way.
yeah,
And we've been on this thing for a long time. And she said that for years and time and decades, she always said she have to do something so they can call my name.
yeah,
My name always have to be called.
yeah,
And that's focus.
yeah,
And I watch, MVP happen, and the man went and shot for those guys in them, which is good.
yeah,
Do it after. Listen, you have a focus, man.
yeah.
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
Me happy for him still.
Me
But
happy
here
for
the
him,
thing is,
but don't get distracted, man. Stay
but,
focused.
but here the big thing, Rudy, last week too. Yeah, so the Spurs qualified yesterday, right? And beat up OKC. All right, good. But the ticket price, them Rudy. Oh my
Lord,
goodness, ticket price. Oh, what's going on
Lord,
in New York? The ticket price for the football, do the World Cup
Lord.
game, crazy. The ticket price for the NBA finals, oh my
Madness.
world, $250,000.
And
Where these
and
people are get this money from?
and they'll buy it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
nothing
people
to
are
them.
buying the thing
Because
because
because it's for the celebrities. Regular people like me and you want to buy. Listen, the most we are do, because I see Costco have a 150-inch TV. I don't know
yeah.
you have it in the house. But the most brand I do is buy a 150-inch TV and then watch a game and then return it. I'm telling you.
But people are get $250,000 from just a slow
Listen,
outside for the ball licking in your
listen.
face.
People will do that, and it's the same thing like with FIFA. What will happen
Yeah.
with FIFA is a lot of people will
Oh my
go places and
God.
watch a game. Then people mind is no longer going and watch a game live anymore because of the
Rudy,
cost. People
here
will
in
go
Toronto,
people will go to little parties, little bars. That's where they're gonna go and
you
watch
think
the
this
game.
World you think
Yeah,
this World Cup you think this World Cup are gonna be the lowest attended World Cup, eh?
it would be.
It looks
It's
summer.
certainly it looks like it aiming that way.
Yeah,
And it's gonna come down to after the first round or the first few games, you're gonna see some prices change.
yeah,
Um, and you may see some prices change. But it might be the lowest attendance game in the history of the football, and you're gonna see the highest on television, television, like internet and those things, and also on people buying big screen TV. People will buy big screen TV at the Costco and they're gonna return it. I'm telling you, they're gonna buy big screen. Listen, we're gonna have to go buy standby for like a 80-inch
yeah.
TV that Costco coming back and drop the price on because it's a return.
Oh my
But
God,
but
Rudy, price them
but the
out of this world, man.
ticket price, and if you notice that ticket price becoming ridiculous now for a lot of the sports
Oh my
when you get to the
Rudy,
finals, it's madness.
Rudy. The ticket prices for the
Oh,
matches them
God.
in Toronto, you know. 300, 3,000,
Yeah, nobody's watching.
6,000,
That's why they had to give away some free tickets. That's
But
why they got
people
to give away some free tickets.
free, but you never get the ticket free, Rudy. I'm gonna buy food and that. Yo, where people are get them money they for pay for go watch. I remember now, you know, Rudy. These matches what I'm talking about. These are not semi-finals or finals. Them are
It's the
just
first round.
preliminary games. The
Right,
first
first round.
46.
Yeah,
So it's
first round.
crazy.
First
It's
round.
crazy, crazy, crazy,
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Time have changed. We understand that, and especially we are in a terrible economy, especially in the United States. I'm not even worried about Mexico and thing, but and they are the fans who've been saving for that. Because
Crazy,
we
crazy,
don't
crazy.
listen. We don't
Crazy,
just
crazy.
know the World Cup is coming to Canada, Mexico, and the US. People know that for years.
Yeah.
They've been knowing this for a long time.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's going to be very difficult. But, however, the people will still buy ticket. They must fly from their country and come watch again. Them love the football thing so much. Them flying from their country and watch, and they must spend any kind of money. So
But
yeah,
anyway,
it
Rudy,
make a difference. It make a difference.
Arsenal win the Premier League. Congratulations, Arsenal. So I'm
Man,
breaking
listen,
them from way down. I think they
listen.
bother me every day.
Me not even like
Hey,
PSG. Me
already.
not even like PSG. Me telling you right now. Me not even know them fans of them organize thing. Me not even like PSG. And Arsenal is not my team, but because it come from it part of the English Premier League where my
English,
favorite team is there,
yeah.
I supporting you. And yo, that's me not like penalties, you know. Me not like penalties at all because
Oh,
in penalty stuff, yo man, oh man.
you know like matches finish with
We
penalties.
don't like to see matches finish with penalty because you seen big man cry. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, big man will cry because listen,
Hey,
you cannot.
a
And you
fan
started the
wanna,
game so good. 6 minutes in the game, you score a goal.
yeah.
You put yourself in a good position, and then a penalty happen. You know, so right now you basically saying that you are the better team
Yeah. Hey,
because you score, and then the penalty came in extra time or something like that, right? Or something
it,
in
it
in that
was
in,
it
in
was
that.
it was a good enough game though.
It was a very good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And games like this, you just play till somebody score a goal. No penalty. Play
Yeah.
till someone score a goal. I don't care how long you guys going to be playing. Play till someone
Rudy,
score a goal.
them play full time, them play extra time.
And
So it
then
has
play
to go
30
down to
minutes.
penalty, man. Make us see who can
Nah,
kick
man.
it. Kicking the football,
Play,
kicking the
play
football
till someone
important too,
score a
man.
goal. Be like hockey. Be like baseball. Sometimes,
Hey,
listen,
listen.
some baseball could go 18, 19, 20 innings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're tired.
Yeah.
It's that 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, baseball game is still going on. No, and nobody's going home.
Hey, Rudy. Yeah, man. Congratulations to
But
PSG.
congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Listen, we love sports. I'm a sports fan. Congratulations to PSG and
Yeah,
to the
man.
PSG fans. Certainly, that's what it is. Like I said, my team wasn't there, so me really have nothing to say. May as well
Big
stay
up
quiet.
PSG. Hey,
Yeah,
listen. Liverpool fired them coach on the instant.
yeah,
Who
man. We're
did
not
see that
waiting.
coming? I
But
didn't
them I
want
wait
that
for.
to
With them, what am
want
I wait
that to
for?
happen.
What am I
Me
wait for?
want that to happen.
Listen, them not wait for nothing. Listen, the minute a team coming and you lose something, them fire you one time.
Yeah, man. Start
Yeah,
fix the
and they
thing
just
right
get
away,
look at
man.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown is going to the NBA finals. The previous team he
Yeah.
was there for 1 year and they get rid of him after the first year. And look where he had now going to the NBA finals. And the same
Fix it.
Cleveland he was on, he swept them for nothing.
Yeah. Fix
You know
it
what I'm
right
saying?
away.
So
Fix it
so
right away. But here what?
yeah,
Them have to get it together
they have
because
to get it
there's a
together.
whole
They'll
lot
get
of
it together.
players thinking of leaving, players thinking of coming back, a whole lot of conversation going on. But
It's
hey,
a lot. And listen,
you
Richie,
know,
we are true sports fans.
yeah, man.
And we love the sport. Sometimes it's not even our team and we vex. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? It's sometimes not even our team. And when there is two finals in the end, you always take a team. You always pick a team. And say what you want to say. Super
Yeah.
Bowl, NBA, any football game, any basketball game, even hockey, any sport you play, cricket, any sport you're playing, and there's a finals, even though if it's not your team, you want another team to win. You're gonna support the thing.
Yeah.
And that's true fans, and that's a true fan and
Yeah,
a
man, you
true
support your
thing
team
of
through and
football.
through
You gotta
anyway.
love the
Where you want
sport,
to take it.
not love it only when your team is playing. You gotta love the sport, period.
Yeah.
No, and we're gonna have that happening time after time after time, where people just gonna continue just loving the sport and maybe give them a chance maybe to switch a team or whatever. You understand? Look at Toronto and the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Fans become People
That's
start
it.
buying a hat, a t-shirt, a flag. They start buying some because why? Toronto was in there. And they become fans. Right now it's so hard to get a baseball ticket. Sold out
Yeah. Yeah.
in Toronto.
Even though
Sold out.
even though they're not winning.
Even if it's $15 for the ticket or $10, it's sold out.
It's sold out. Yeah.
And then they have something for your fans who don't know. Here in Toronto, in baseball, there's a Toonie Tuesday or $1 for a hot dog. Like either $2 for a hot dog or $1 for a hot dog. And those days sold out.
Hey, listen, Rudy.
That's the fun of the sport, man. That's the fun. And people just go and just line up and do the thing. That's the fun of the sport.
I see my brethren George check in. George, big up yourself because I know he's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, man. I give him me understand for George. George, in the end of it, it's been a long time since you haven't won the Premier League, so you win the Premier League. And I get the Champions League, but you win something. You win something. And a lot of teams did not get to the Champions League finals. So you make it there. And in those games, there is no second place. I understand. Second place doesn't really count. Is that the champion or nothing? There's no second nothing, right? But it was a good game. It's not that you get blown out. It was a good game. It just come down to penalties, and anything can happen during a penalty shot. Anything can happen.
Yeah, man. So
I don't care how good you are. We see Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo miss penalty already. It happens.
So big up George and big up Alric in terms of
man. Big up your George and your team. And come next year to be in second place, because come next year to be in second place because Manchester United will take first place. So we're just gonna stay right now. We're just calling it right now. So they'll come prepared to be in second place next year. So man.
Hey Rudy, Sharika Jackson run last week, 22:07. Sharika Jackson.
No. Is it she went 22 or she went 20? Yeah. She went 21?
Yeah, I think she had run 21:87 before.
Is it so much race she had for the year? 1, 2, or 3?
I think she had run 2 races for the year so far. But
so she started out
third race last week. But it's the Rehoboth Games that's coming up for her. But she's looking pretty good.
No, I think she started out with one thing. I think the last meet she went 21 points.
Yeah, man, 21:87.
Yeah, 21:87, and what's her name went 22:07, which is
Weibo.
From Weibo. And she look good. They're looking good. They're looking good. And there's a lot happening. And once we get to track and field, we'll talk a lot more about that.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk a lot more about that. There's a lot of things happening in track and field. NCAA, we see so many of our athletes in them. But once we get to track and field, we'll discuss that. We could just move on now to the to one of our main topics that we want to discuss.
That I want to discuss. So big up all of the fans that move out and support them team. Win, lose, or draw, support your team.
Yeah.
Right? So thank you very much. But we can move on to some enhanced game, because that was a big discussion in the week last week when that happened. Fred Curley win the 100 meters. Him run what? 9.97?
9.6 or 9.7.
9.98, something like that.
Or something, whatever it was.
Yeah. I never liked the way how him run the race. But here what? We had a conversation with Dr. Paul Wright, and I want you fans to hear, exactly what was said during our conversation with Dr. Paul Wright. Bless up, Georgie.
Bless up, Georgie.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to play this little clip, Rudy, so that we can hear. After this, we're going to have our own little discussion in terms of what Dr. Paul Wright had to say. All right? So here we go.
As we speak, is that it gives children the impression that if you're performing in athletics, and we see swimming and some other sports being a part of the enhanced games, if you're performing in sports and you are not able to beat your peers, then you can use a performance enhancing substance and still get money to do this, because the amount of money that they're offering for you to win an event at this game is really mind-boggling. And I see where they are now saying it's some whole $1 million if you can
$10 million, Dr. Wright.
If you can beat the Bolt's record for just that. So what it does is to tell athletes who are not good enough with their natural body and their performance and their ability to train and their speed and explosiveness, is that if you use a performance enhancing drug to build body bulk, to get yourself better quicker than other people, to run faster, to throw higher, to jump higher, then you can make money out of this by joining the enhanced games. And therefore, it is a bad mix sent to children who are performing at whatever level they want in order to do good and to win prizes. But everybody knows that every athlete is looking for the edge. And athletes try to change their coach, they change their shoes, they change where they train high, they run low, they do all these things. They have ice baths before, Everybody's trying to find that edge that makes you perform better than your competitors. And when you now have a games that allow you to do anything, to take anything, regardless of the ultimate adverse effect on your body, on your health, then I think that this is just a bad mix, and I'm hoping that, like some of the other games that have started with much money for the people, after a while the sponsors will walk away, and I'm talking about golf and another set of games, athletic games that have to be busted, nobody coming up with the money. And I'm hoping that this will eventually happen, and that children will be to understand that you just train hard, use your natural ability, and if you win, you win. If you don't win, compete, because the fun is in competing.
But Dr. Wright, if me I take it, you I take it, and we are compete against each other, is that not even, Stephen?
Yes.
Even competition?
Of course it's not even competition. But the child looking on, who wants to be like their heroes. Some of these people are competing are heroes to the people in their community, in their country, in their race. And when you see those people doing that thing and doing well, why can't I do it? Because I nothing wrong with me. There is my hero doing that, using drugs, collecting $250,000 to win a race.
In 10 seconds.
Come here, please, Mr. Chemist. Where is my drug?
10 seconds.
Right.
But
there's a little asterisk there for me. As a drug tester.
Dr. Wright, Usain Bolt 958.
Yeah.
If Usain was supposed to get enhanced, how fast do you think he could go?
No, well, I tested Usain Bolt morning, noon, night, 4 a.m., 5 p.m. I turn up at different times all the time. Okay? And nothing. I remember one time I went for Usain Bolt one morning before daylight. Right? Yeah. He said to me, I just come off the plane from Germany, and Dr. Wright, what are you doing here? I told him, I said, every time you go to your doctor, I have a phone call, and I am coming for you the day you come back to Jamaica. Yeah. Because the feeling out there was that he was getting something from a special doctor in Europe, and he went for his dose and come back. So I did all those checks and did all those balance on him. But remember that 9.5, what happened to him 80 meters from home?
Yes.
He was slowing down. He was finished. He was crawling to everybody. That is a 9.3 man.
Yes. So you think if he was to get an answer, man could run 9.1 or 9.2, 9.3.
8.9.
8.9.
8.9. And you know, that is conservative.
That's conservative. Because he has all the mechanics, all of the abilities, all of the things that should set up. He naturally can run fast.
He has been extensively investigated by motion specialists, by his stride length, his explosiveness out of the thing. Exactly, he has done all those things.
Everything.
And this man is unique.
Hey, Dr. Wright, I want to ask you, what is EPO? We hear this thing going around all the time. What
it allows your blood to have more oxygen carrying capacity, and therefore it takes longer to get tired.
What is the word for it?
Erythropoietin.
Erythropoietin. And it allows. Tell us what it is again. It allows your blood to.
It gets you more blood cells that can carry more oxygen and allow you to do more without getting tired quicker.
So that's what the enhancing drugs will do to you, allow you to produce more of that blood cell.
They can use anything, within a guideline.
Okay. Tell us what is testosterone. I mean, we know it as male, we know it, but in terms of performance, what is testosterone?
It's an anabolic steroid that builds muscle mass. Okay. As you can see, our top sprinters, if I look at their thighs,
yes,
they are tree trunks. You need, that
Yes.
is where you run. You don't run fast with your arms or your, it's the thighs that carry you to the speed. And what the testosterone does, it builds muscle mass.
Okay, and it gives you that power.
Yeah, man, it's power you need, which is explosive games, and that is why enhanced games are all explosive performances.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so it's not a good thing. And
No,
how
it's not a good
dangerous is
thing.
anabolic steroid, testosterone? How dangerous is these things?
Extremely dangerous because they can affect how your body responds to other things, and you can have tumors. Pituitary tumors can develop. It can make you so bulky, so heavy that your body can't carry that amount of weight, and you run into arthritis. It's a whole heap of adverse effects, and it's just not a good idea.
All right. So even though they're taking the drugs within the guidelines, they're getting enhanced within guidelines. Later on in life, does it have an effect on them any at all? Or
It will. It will. Just look at muscle builders who stop lifting weight.
Yeah.
And see what happens to them.
What about cardiac issues? Would they have cardiac issues later on?
A lot of cardiac issues too, because some of these drugs, your heart becomes bigger at the time, and then it can't carry the load. The load is there pumping out, and then you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and the heart now starts to struggle to get oxygen because the cardiac blood vessels are now stretched to the limit. And you're prone to get certain attacks or what. It depends on your diet and the cholesterol and so on. There's a whole heap of wrong things that going on. Well,
Rudy, you hear it from the man himself, you know.
Yep.
What was what was funny to all about it when I did that with him, is that I asked him how fast him think you see it could go if it was supposed to get enhanced any at all. And the man said, I said 9.1. The man said, no man, think about 8 seconds because that's exactly where it is in getting enhanced. So that's how good enhancement and that can do for you. But Rudy, what are your real take on the enhanced game so far? Because I'm gonna make you go first, and then I will tell you how I feel about what had happened at the enhanced games.
Well, a few things I listen to, and I hear a lot of people speak about that a lot, talking about it's a promotion for young people for them to want to do this because of money. I don't think so. I disagree with that. And in spite of, I don't agree with the sport. I think it's taken away um, from a lot of things. It wasn't as big as promotion as we think it was. You know, it wasn't as broad as we really think it was. Um, there are people in this world who has money and they have nothing else to do with it. And they're not sports fans. They just have money and they don't know what to do with the money. So they're doing something with intention. I think they have intention to seeing someone die. I don't think they care about records. I think they just care about to seeing somebody get harmed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they will spend the money to see somebody take this drug to see what would happen to them. They're not sports fans because true sports fans and true sport athlete knows about drugs because you are educated on it. You know about it, and that's why you see World Athletics don't promote that. No federation or no anybody else is promoting enhanced games.
Yeah.
It's only a group of people who has money. Now, what does the enhanced game does? Does it wake up World Athletics on a financial base to say, hey, if you don't step up, you're going to start losing a lot of athletes who don't care of their well-being and deciding to go into this drug stuff and then go into that, because there was a lot of disappointment from the enhanced people. I said a lot of the athletes never take any drugs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of disappointment on their part.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then it's not everybody that will go into the enhanced games. It's not every athlete, you know, that will go on. A lot of these athletes is past athletes who used to do these things. You know, Fred Curley come to his end of his time. He's done.
You think so?
He's done. He couldn't win a blind race right now. He's done. Because he's arrogant, he's ignorant,
Yeah.
and he get to his, and when you're an athlete and you get to the point, you lose everything. You're no longer the athlete you used to be. You start getting yourself in trouble. You have problems with the law, problems with this. You start getting yourself into trouble. That respect in the sport is taken away from you. No, I don't, like I said in the beginning, I don't agree with the enhanced games. I don't agree with any athlete or anybody taking drugs for sports.
Yeah.
Because that is a disrespect to the sport. It's a full disrespect to the sport. But it's also not a promotion to say that telling athletes to go and take drugs. It is not. So I look at it that way. We have to give truth to where some things are. It is not a promotion. They're not promoting it or they're saying, come and take this. No, they're not doing that. Right? Because there is waivers. There is so much things to sign. It's not, and they don't take any athlete. There's a process you got to go through. So it's not anybody that want to come and jump on it and say, yes, I want to go into this. No. So it's a process that you have to go through. But it's a wake up for world athletics. And then on top of it again, you've seen a lot of athletes just come and make money. Some of the athletes never make this type of money before.
Yeah.
So it's a positive for former athletes or just people, let me just call them people, to make some money. Some good money. But it's a wake-up call for world athletics to say you're going to start losing people, because if it become where more people, remember what world athletics did? They stopped a process of people going to another country because they was given so much money.
Yeah.
We know the issue with Turkey or trying to get some athletes and how much we hear the stories. We don't physically know exactly what they was going to make, but we heard the stories of they're making about 250,000. They're signing, they're making this and that. That was good money for them and their family. Clean.
Yeah.
And what artists came in, we don't know why. You know, a percent of the people say because of the J3s. We don't know why they step in and they put a stop to it to an extent. So we don't know why. But athletes is looking for a way to make money. And yet over and over again, we're saying track and field, swimming, a lot of Olympic sports, we call it professional sports, and the money is not there. It is not there, especially track and field. It is not a professional sport anymore because there is not a professional attachment to it where they are getting a salary.
Yeah.
Understand? For the sport they play, like soccer, football, basketball, even netball now have leagues where it is a professional.
Yeah.
Track and field don't have that. Even cricket is a professional. Track and field don't have that. And for track and field being the major sport of the Olympic Games, with the track and field, there is no Olympics.
No, not at all. All right, here's my thing with the enhanced games, world athletics, and athletes. Rudy, enhanced games found over $30 million for putting a game. Them find that money out there. We have a problem with people taking drugs. Put that aside. My whole thing is that a group of people out there was able to go find money and stage an event. Right? They put some money together. They staged an event that was watched. A lot of people initially were saying, oh, it had lower viewership on all of them things. Crap. When you went back and look at their report that Enhanced Games published, it was watched by millions of people. They had achieved their target. Right? They had achieved their target. It means that track and field have a audience out there that is huge. Even if people is just going to be watching on TV, because they never had a big stadium to put on the thing. Anyways, a small little stadium they had. A few thousand people came in, right? But it was televised, and it was a huge amount of people was watching it. Whether it was a novel event, whatever it is, right? But what it is that my take is that them find a whole heap of money for putting to an event. It's the first time any athlete, as great as Usain Bolt was, getting $1 million or being offered $1 million to compete, or even the way they build up the whole thing, because these athletes was talking about the way they were treated like rock star to begin with. Them get money to sign on to the games, them get money to show up for the game, they get money to compete in
travel.
the game,
They
they
go
get
to
money if
Dubai.
they're going to get a record.
Listen, they go to, and I know you're giving your point of view, but they go to Dubai. The red carpet was rolled out for them. The red carpet was rolled out for them.
They get all of the necessary facilities and all of that kind of things. Who never have gym got gym. Who never have whatever, they got everything that they could have gotten. You understand? For the game. And that's what I look at, is that these guys recognize that there is an opportunity to market track and field in a particular way, so that people out there want to see competition. You know, people, it's not about just coming for the Olympics and waiting for the World Championships and all of that. People want to see regular competition. People want to see athletes competing against them each other every day. Right? The baseball is very popular and well supported, because them have almost every single day or every other day, them have a baseball game going on. You know, NFL the same thing, basketball the same thing, them have a whole season of the whole thing going on. People find money to put into the whole thing. A lot of people out there talking about, oh, they want to sell them drugs. I don't even care what they want to sell, because Nike want to sell them sneakers. Adidas want to sell them gears. Right? Everybody wants to sell. People want to sell some product and them attach it to the thing.
Yeah, and which, like I said,
concept. What we're not getting.
We're not getting that. And somebody, and I said they put together, they probably went in the Middle East, they probably get money from everywhere. And that's what we're talking about. The money is out there. You just need to have people who could go there. The money is there.
Look at this right now. At the end of the man, them games, you know, at the end of the game, then everybody chatting up their mouth and chatting all kind of things. The man them just publish and say, hey, listen. Is it 2027 coming? The man who win the 100 meters and brought the world record getting $10 million. That is no joke, you know. Don't take that for no joke thing, you know. That's a serious dent in the track and field world, you know. An athlete out there would think that he would never earn $100,000 for running at any event, at any natural meet, at any sanctioned world meet, can find himself running 100 meters and getting the world record and get $10 million.
Yeah, but at the same time, Richie, it's not anybody to me that can listen. It's not anybody that can just say, "Yeah, I want to go and do it and try."
Rudy,
listen.
What I'm saying is that athletes out there will go and try. If they will get a whole group of athletes that will go and try, because it's money.
They can try as much as they want. Yeah, they can try. But listen, the only athletes you see now is some athletes you see will drop it into like the Fred Curley, who, like I said, who's coming to his
Rudy,
end. And
what is going to,
running,
Rudy, yeah. Look at it. Like I said to Dr. Paul Wright, what is going to stop, right, Oblique Seville from Jamaica, who think that he will never earn $1 million in any one go, and think that maybe the injury that he has today, right, if him just can run 2 events and earn that $1 million, that would take him 10 or 15 or 20 years to earn. Him can run it in 2 meets, in 2 races, because him know his body might not keep up. Right? Him just shut it in a 1 meet and just say, hey, 2 races, this, you know. I'm going to fix up myself, get my doctors to, you know, fix me up, and there's 2 races I'm going to run and I earn $10 million. From that I retire and go about my business. What is going to stop that athlete? What is going to stop Oblique Seville from doing that? Tell me now. $10 million on the table. I remember now the man them offering you $10 million as the bonus, you know.
Yeah.
So you have all of the rest of monies that them pay you up until
everything
that
else,
time.
Everything else that comes with it. Yeah.
Yeah, in excess of 10. What is going to stop an Oblique Seville from thinking that in them head right now? Athletes can get creative in regards to the whole thing. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. But World Athletics, up until this moment, they're not even responding to those things, you know.
Because they wouldn't. Because if they respond, they're going to find themselves, and they shouldn't respond to an extent.
They should be responding.
No, Richie, they should not.
I'm not
Because
saying they
if
must respond
yeah,
to the enhanced games.
but athletes is free to do what they want to do. Athletes is free to go wherever they want to go. Now, if you respond to it, is you feel it's more like you're attaching yourself to it. And I think that's why you don't get a response from them, because they feel like they're attaching themselves to the games, or they're giving it some attention. And I think that's why you don't get. They probably have they speak probably privately. They probably speak amongst the folks and the different federations and so forth. But on public, they don't do that on a public base, and that's why they are very involved in terms of the drugs there is. Because listen, they say Fred Curley didn't take anything, but my understanding, he was banned for 3 years, for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Either because he's still with I think USC, I guess. So I don't know
if him just take part in the enhanced game, him have a ban.
He have a ban, yeah, and that's what it is.
Just
So
taking
you have
part in
nothing
the
to do with
enhanced game, him have a
him
ban.
taking anything.
So
You
what
just have
I'm
a ban.
saying,
Yeah.
and I hear George thing. George is saying the big pharma is behind it. The man them never make any bones about what they're about. Them say they want to sell their product. Their product is these enhancement thing. That's what their business is. They don't care about nothing.
They don't care about nothing else.
This is what I'm saying. Adidas and Nike don't care about nothing. They want to sell sneakers. They want to sell shirts. They want to sell
listen,
whatever.
And we heard the story, Nike making them shoes and them in China for less than nothing.
Of course, they're making.
And they come in and sell it for everything.
Of course. So what I'm giving to athletes? Nothing.
Nothing.
You cannot sign up an athlete. Hey, listen, we have a video on our YouTube channel where Alison Felix talking about she signing her contract with them, right? And she said that, hey, listen, when I get pregnant, this is what I'm thinking that I want to do. I would love to be able to stay in my contract while I take time off to go have my child. Like you refuse that. So she said, okay. When them come back to her, them say, all right, so we'll give it to you. And she refused it. And then them say, all right, we're going to make it a big thing across the board for women. But this is the power of what the athletes them have.
And that's what she wants.
Saying is that
and again, talk about her.
Have these things that they can. They have the money.
No. You have the will. You have to have the will. You have to have the will. You have to have the will. Yeah.
But the track and field athletes don't want to collect the money. They don't want to take the money. They need to demand the thing because money is out there for track and field. People want to see people run. Fastest man in the world. Fastest woman in the world.
And that's what Richie, we speak about this over and over. It is time. It is time for them to put themselves together and have somebody speak for them.
Yeah.
It is time for have somebody. They need to start boycotting World Championship and let the prize money go up. Something have to happen.
Something must happen, Rudy.
Something must happen. Because listen, this what they're doing now is ridiculous.
It's crazy, man.
It's ridiculous. So people out there now, Michael Johnson decided to have a Grand Slam, putting his own thing together, having only specific events, only running events, 1 or 2 of them. It was a good thing. It didn't work out for him because some of the partners and stuff decided to step aside, whatever the reason is. So he make it look like Michael Johnson fail the athletes and fail what he doing. But he was doing something good. It's just that the partners he partnered with back off.
Yeah.
But he was doing something good. Good to an extent where, yes, you're trying to give some of these athletes some money, but it wasn't good because it wasn't all the sports and it wasn't all the athletes. It was selective athletes. It wasn't, well, you need to be running this time or doing this time. It was just selective people. But that is that, right? Now you have them, like I said, these people that now come together. They get the Middle Eastern people and them who has money. One man in the Middle East could have covered this whole thing for the enhanced games. One man, because they got money to give away out there.
It's not even that them have money to give away in a Rudy. The whole thing is that the sport can be marketed. The sport can be crafted in a way that's sponsored. Because at the end of the day, sponsors want to get back their due.
They want to get back something into it.
They're putting in X amount of dollars. They want to get X amount of respond to them dollars. Right? It is there. I saw what happened with Usain Bolt when he was breaking the records. Me see what them do for Usain Bolt. All kind of money was thrown at him. The sport changed altogether. And everybody was running 9 seconds at the time too. So everybody improved. Right? So it means that if you put some money into the thing, right? Because one of Usain Bolt big thing, you know, when him younger and a company, he says in an interview that, hey, listen, he don't really love track and field still, you know. What he was interested in is that him and him brethren them like to party and they want money. This was an avenue. So the man started to take it serious, right? So put all of that aside. The whole thing is that the sport need to get more money. But I want to go to another conversation that I had, Rudy, with, and we're taking it from a Canadian perspective now with a coach in Canada who is looking at the thing on another level as well. And let's hear what he had to say. So this is, of course, the coach from Flying Angels. Them come Jamaica, come beat up Jamaica Juniors to win a Rudy. From Flying Angels, Earl Letford. So we want to hear what he had to say in regards to the enhanced games, because he had a couple of choice things that he wanted to speak about. So let's hear what he had to say as well. All right.
I said, boy, the people who are running in this meet,
yeah,
are people who are focusing on making money.
Yes.
And it goes back now to the distribution of money in our sport.
Yes.
So look at it this way. If they had an enhanced basketball something, or an enhanced soccer something, or anything else,
yes,
athletes wouldn't run to it because they're making enough money in their sport, in their home sport.
Yes.
So it goes back to the challenge of track and field, whereas just a small segment of the track and field population makes 80% of the money.
Yes.
So what happened to the rest of them? These are people who they work so hard, they train so hard, and they have to go and get another day job just
yes,
to be able to support their track and field career. Or these athletes who they go to a meet, and sometimes it costs them more to go to the meet and participate in the meet than what they're taking home from the meet. So there is something inherently wrong with our sport. And so that's why leagues or events like enhanced games can come in now, because now athletes are saying, boy, you know what? If I go there, yes, it'll damage my image, but at least I'm making some money.
Yeah. So you don't support it, but you think the sport need to pay more attention to supporting the athletes financially. That is, so the sport need to grow financially.
Exactly. So I have my own personal opinion that I will keep to myself about the enhanced part of the sport, but I'll be very vocal on the part where athletes have to work so hard and basically get in scraps when people can see that there is money in the sport, but the way the sport is structured, only some people can make the money. How an association president can make $5 million a year, and athletes can't even get a plane.
Competing athletes,
yeah,
cannot make that money.
Yeah,
because you're turning out so much top level. Like right now, there is a problem in Jamaica right now. When you think about it, that Jamaica have a big problem, huge problem, and hence the reason why. Rudy, I want to just stop right there. So I'm going to play some more of it, but I want to stop right there where him say. Him say the executive members are making in excess of $5 million annually, right? But which athlete out there is making in excess of $5 million annually? You see how the thing unbalanced? I mean, a lot of people don't want to talk about this, you know. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. Because so executive, them not make peanuts. They're making good money, but the people who is on show, the people who is putting on the show, the people who is staging the show, the people who is causing people to come out to these events, right? They're not getting nothing. They're getting $50,000 to run at a meet. Winning, you know. So just imagine the man who come 8th, him getting $3,000 to run at a meet. Now your ticket to go to that meet alone can be that $3,000, can be that $5,000, right? And a lot of times people, you need to carry a physio with you when you're going. A lot of time people can't even travel with their coaches as they would need. Coaches have to stay home most of the time and just take a telephone call and say, hey, what's going on? You understand? So it is crazy. But let's listen to some more of what the coach have to say in regards to this particular meet. A lot of the elite athletes decide to go to other places because there is no money coming, right? And you know, I'm not knocking the association, but I think worldwide or globally, track and field need to change the model that they have, right? So what you find is that Jamaica have about 10 young ladies right now running sub 11 seconds.
Yeah.
10. Mm-hmm. Jamaica can only have the maximum representation in a 100-meter field right now of 3-4 maximum. For a team, for really a team is 6-7. Mm-hmm. Where are the other 4? What are the other 4 going to do? What is it that going to earn?
Exactly. So they will sign their contract, and you know, their shoe contract. And their shoe contract is heavily laden with bonuses.
Yeah.
So if you make the team, you get a bonus. If you make the finals, you get a bonus. You win a medal, you make a bonus. But now, if you're in a different country, you would be number 1. You would have a chance to make the finals.
Yes.
But now, Jamaica, now you're the 10th. You line up. So look at this. Come trials time. You're telling me that there is somebody there that can run 10 seconds. In 10 point something seconds in 100 meters and can't make the finals.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because of 8 lane, and if you have 10 young ladies.
Yeah. And all these bonus now, they can't get bonus, right? Because the field is too deep. Right? So other sports now, I used to always look at it this way. If I was the 23rd best outfielder in baseball,
yes,
I was the 23rd best shooting guard in basketball,
yes,
or the 21st best wide receiver in the NFL, I would be a millionaire.
Yeah, easily.
Right? Easily be a multi-millionaire. But in track and field, if I am the 23rd best 100-meter runner, I'm struggling, man.
Yeah, you're broke.
Yeah.
You have medalists. You have medalists who are broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medalists, U.S. medalists. I heard a couple of years ago couldn't even get a contract. You know, those are the kind of things that is wrong with the sport. Who's running the sport and who's benefiting off of the sport? That's what we have to look at.
Yeah. There's another question that I have for you that, you know, this came out last week as well. Mm-hmm. Of course, World Athletics has changed the standard. Right? So now for the women's 100 meters, you have to be, the qualifying standard, you have to be running 10.96.
Yes. You see it.
22:45.
Yeah.
Right? 400 meters, you have to be running 50 points. How do you feel about these times though? When your youngsters looking at these times, how do you feel?
Yeah, the youngsters will look at it now and say, you know what, it doesn't make any sense for me to stay in the sport, right? Because there is no reward for my development. The sport rewards you when you accomplish something. It doesn't award you for the development, for your development.
Yes.
Other sports reward you for your development because they know, okay, maybe this is not your time right now, but your time is coming. So in football or basketball or baseball, you would get drafted. You're still making a lot of money, and they have a projected, 5 years time that they expect you to, to be able to produce. When they put standards like that, they're saying you produce now or you go home. Don't bother come.
Because like Sharika in high school, she was good. But when she came to MVP, they only let you run the 400 meters. She never ran the 200 meters. She was never even looked at to run in the 100 meters.
Right.
Later in her career, right, the coaches decide that this is what they, and you, just to go to your point, development is never being rewarded at all. Right? So even though she was good at the 400 meters, her best event right now is the 200 meters.
Right.
That she had never run, even though she did it in high school. Right? But when she became an elite athlete, she never ran the 200 meters at all.
Right.
And look at what she is today. Right? And that goes to the development. But who reward her for that? All these years of she competing for the 400 meters. I mean, they give you nothing for the 400 meters pretty much. I mean, the 100 and the 200 is where the big money is, and you have to finish in the top 5 or at least to be able to earn anything at all. So it goes there.
Yeah, so it goes back to what I was saying. You go to World Championships and you're 17th, right? Or whatnot. What are you going to get when you go back home? You're not getting anything. You're not eating.
No.
Yeah, and that's the thing about our sport, right? Remember, money is there, you know, but the money is concentrated in certain areas, and if you're not part of that area or part of that structure, you're not eating.
Administratively, they're getting all of the money, but the persons on show are not getting any money at all.
Exactly. So maybe I'm saying too much. People will.
And it is not, it is not, because those discussions are out there in the open and people have been having them, right? Athletes have been talking about them, and that kind of thing, because the athletes, as you see, 4 Jamaicans, was going away to another country, right? Even though they are medalists, they were looking for betterment. One guy said that, listen, you can't even find food to eat.
Right.
No, elite athletes need many things in terms of performance. I hear Sade saying in an interview that I watched with her that she has a job. When she finishes training, she goes to work. Now, elite athletes, if you want to get, and you can tell me, coach, if you want to get them performing at their utmost best, they cannot be going to a 9 to 5.
No, I mean, could you imagine a basketball player in the NBA coming and saying, "Oh, I have to leave, coach, because I have to go to my job. I have to go work UPS overnight."
Yes.
So it doesn't happen. I will tell you one thing, though, I've been saying from I was a youth.
Yeah.
Because I did study something in hockey, right? Something happened in hockey. The hockey players weren't making a lot of money way back when, right? Yeah. Until they formed a union. And if you look at all the major sports right now, what drives the money is the union, the players' union.
Yes.
Track and field, we have no quote unquote players' union.
Yes.
And how they were able to structure those contracts for everybody in all the athletes in the league was they made sure, say, the bargaining, it's collective bargaining.
Yeah.
Meaning that, look, if we're going to go up on strike, then the top players are going on strike.
Yes.
The fans want to see the top players.
All the time.
But they have to understand that if you want to see the top players, you have to pay for the last man on the team, the last man on the bench as well. And same thing with the owners, right? In track and field, we don't have that. We have basically what we call secret contracts, right? Contracts are not public, You don't automatically know. Exactly. And there's a reason why they keep those things secret. It's because that's how the control is in there.
Yeah.
So if there was a quote unquote players union, could you imagine this World Championship coming up when Usain Bolt and Shelly Yan and all these was at their height, and all of them said, you know what, we're not going to, none of us is going to run in World Championship. None of us, until they pay for everybody who makes World Championship goes.
But coach, we saw that in London when Usain went to a meet. I don't remember what year it was. When he went to a meet in London. And he literally was at the meet, and he had signed up for the meet initially, right? And he saw what the money was, and he signed up. Then when he recognized what the tax is going to be, which is 50%, he decided that he's going to decline.
Right.
Wrote back to him and asked him why, and he said, well, you're taking a significant portion of my money, so it doesn't make sense to me. right? Now they decided that they're going to change some laws and things. So now the taxes for track and field athletes in the UK is different because he had stand up for that and go towards the point. I had done videos here talking about, you know, track and field athletes having an athletes union. But how difficult is it for athletes to get together to recognize that? You hear Noah talking about it as well, right? And talking about the money that he's not getting for who he is in the sport. I really think Usain Bolt is on top of the world in terms of not just world athletics, but world sports, as in terms of what his image is. Yeah, Rudy. So I could stop right there. So and just kind of pick up on some of the text that's coming in. Of course, you know, my great and lovely wife, she jumped into the whole conversation because I guess this is her conversation, and she's talking about, you know, track and field. Track and field is professional for some athletes, those switching. But I like this conversation that she's having, you know, because she said, know that you said that, you know, Rudy, and I remember what you said earlier when you asked me earlier, is that, so these athletes that are thinking about switching, maybe these athletes can be thinking about going to something like the enhanced games to compete. It is really, really something that they need to think about, because if the athletes can be thinking of switching to another country because they want to make a career, they want to earn money. You can't have a career and the money, you know, earn nothing. If you're a painter, you want to get paid. If you're a plumber, you want to get paid, right? In no matter what you do, you want to get paid. Rudy, you're mute.
Yeah, but here's the difference with that, and I understand what you're saying. But you know, you switch. There's a guaranteed. It's like you know, you go to any of the major sports, and you sign a contract. Regardless if you injury or not, you set. Your contract is your contract.
Yeah.
The enhanced games is a new thing. It's not quite developed yet. And to seeing people
Rudy,
rush into it.
That's the scary thing about it.
Yes,
It's not
yes,
developed yet.
but hear me out. Hear me out.
This kind of a way.
But hear me out, and that's what I'm saying now. World athletics is a shake-up for world athletics. It will be a shake-up for them. It will shake up on the decision making they're making in two things: in allowing the rules they make to allow people to transfer.
Yeah.
And expanding in the money that the athletes get. Right? Because he had to also become a point now at, if I make the world championship, Richie, I should be, and I'm going, I should be able to get something automatically. That to me should happen. But I think that there's a problem with that. You go to this enhanced games now, and there's nothing guaranteed yet. You can get hurt, you can die, you know, and then you don't get to perform. But if you sign a contract, your money is good because you sign a contract. So definitely there is something there. Definitely there's a difference. I don't like the way World Athletics is doing certain things. Enhanced games, like I say, it's new. It's coming about. There will be some shake-up in it. So certainly I'm looking forward to see what will happen and see how it goes, to see if there is any likening to it. And I'm not too sure yet if there's going to be much likening into the enhanced games yet, in spite of the money thing. A lot of athletes, they're wise. A lot of athletes out there, they're wise, and they know better. You know, so I'm not too sure about the enhanced games yet. I'm not quite gravitate onto it, and I don't think a lot of athletes really gravitating onto it as yet. So just time will tell, and we'll see where we go from there.
You have to understand what's going on, Rudy. Where you going to? You run away, man. Yeah, you have to understand what's going on, you know, Rudy. You know, because as I say in the Bible, it says that a fool and his money shall part. But I don't understand what Stacey's saying though, because she's saying that athletes need to perform on the main stage to put themselves in a position to negotiate better contracts.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what she mean by put themselves on the main stage. Look, as athletes are on the main stage.
No, well, listen.
No. If somebody goes to national trial,
yes,
it's only a few set of athletes can run and continue to go on to
yeah.
the championship and Olympics.
Yes.
Those athletes will not get the opportunity to go.
The ones who don't make
the
the
ones
team.
That don't make the team at all.
Yeah. But so you're asking what happened to the other athletes, them.
So what do they?
The ones them
because
yeah,
that's
so, yeah.
and that's the point, and that's
yeah,
the point I was trying to make with you, Richie. Because if you go back to the female winner on the enhanced games,
yeah,
right, she's like a nobody of an athlete. She's a former athlete.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm saying?
Don't look at it. Don't
no,
look at it.
but I look at it. Let me tell you this, right?
Year. Look at it. Look at what can happen down the road. As I said to you,
and down the road.
What is
going to take? But Richie,
oblique civil right now. From
but Richie, but listen, what I'm telling you, right?
Let's even look at Ilian right now that having an injury problem that is plaguing her.
Yeah, but
right?
Richie,
and she might look at herself and say, "Hey, listen, a joke business, this now."
No, you have to look at it from. This is how I look at it, right?
I am going to try to earn $10 million in 10 years. I can earn $10 million 2027.
Yes, but look at that. What I'm saying.
Easy and have the rest of life to go through. Why am I going to put my body through all of this? For try and earn. I might never ever get to earn $10 million, but see a man pay me $10 million today. Right?
Yeah, but Richie, at the same time,
and remember,
you got to understand a few things about this, Richie.
She don't have to take any drugs, Rudy. Just like Curly, she don't have to take anything,
Yeah, but that will change.
Get herself ready,
Richie, that will change.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, no, it will, because this enhanced games was an embarrassment to them. Because the athletes never took anything. The idea was for them to be using the stuff.
Do you think, Rudy? Do you think them old guard there at the gate of track and field are gonna just change overnight? Do you think so? Do you think them old guard of the track and field gate is going to change overnight or just flip over overnight? World Athletics is a business that has old and ancient money that had not been paying over the years.
Yeah, but Richie, I get what you're saying. But I'm telling you, after these games, Richie,
perform in those games and never get no money, and
Richie, listen,
get money at the gate. Don't get nothing at all.
After these games, after this enhanced game I just passed, which was an embarrassment to them. It was an embarrassment because a lot of artists never took the idea of what it is.
Yeah.
They never took that. They never took the substance. And I think the contract will stay. They have to.
No.
Yes, it will say that.
Have to.
The contract, the new contract will demand it.
We don't know, Rudy.
Yeah, but Richard, think about it. But it was an embarrassment to them.
We don't know, Rudy. But listen, let me tell you this, Rudy. Like Dr. Paul Wright says, because it's not like enhanced game of them just taking drugs willy-nilly, They put a guideline around the thing because they recognize the safety of utilizing the product. Just like if you go to the doctor give you medicine for your head hurt and give you something. Him not just give you an open thing and you can take any amount like that you want. It's prescribed and it's, hey, listen, use it within these guidelines, and you use it within these guidelines. Right?
Yeah.
Same thing that they did for the athletes. They guide them through the process and they use it within the guidelines. Now, what is going to stop Ilian Thompson now, who is suffering so badly, who is getting bashed all over the place, right? To say, hey, listen, the $10 million that is going to take me 10 years to earn. Why am I?
Yeah, but you're using Elaine, but you're using Elaine, right? Elaine, and I understand why you're using Elaine. You're using Elaine because of a condition now, but Elaine make a lot of money. Elaine is not in someone else. Elaine is not in someone else's position. Yeah, that's my athlete. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. That's my athlete, and I'm proud of her. And let me say this, Richie. I'm extremely proud of this young lady who's about to sign on a scholarship in the next week or so to get a scholarship.
Say now
And
make time for the
in the beginning, we didn't look like it was going to happen, but right now she did have two offers, and we're breaking things down. I think we have come to a conclusion for now. We will see what happens during the end of this week as she's the first time she's going to the high school championship and doing 3 events. So I'm extremely happy for her. And that's my girl. I'm proud of you. So definitely, man, that is good. That is good. That is good. That is good.
Rudy, what's her name?
Maya Brown.
Maya Brown. Tell us a little bit about her. What she do? She do the jump. She do the
Yes. So Maya Brown won the 100 meters the first time. She's doing the 100 meters for this year. She also do the long jump and the triple jump. She certainly is a 580-meter jumper. She's almost a 1170 triple jumper. And definitely, 100 meters, she's getting close to running the 11 points. She's 12-1, first time doing it for the year. So I'm extremely happy for her in the transition and what's going on with her mentally. She loved the sport of track and field, and she's disciplined. I haven't had a disciplined athlete like this in a very, very long time. But I'm extremely love to see that discipline in her, and she loved the sport, and big things for her. Big things for her.
Yeah, if you get a good offer, Rudy. Wait.
Huh?
If you get a good offer, coach one of them enhance at least. We didn't take up the thing, but so Stacey said something to you, so you can answer her, man.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah. Rudy, you see it? Stacey and say if the role was reserved, if the role was reversed, would you continue to work for an employer offering mediocre salary? So what she's saying in essence is that the athletes are working for mediocre salary. If an employee come around and is going to offer them more money, would they not want to take it?
Yeah,
for
but
betterment of their life in the future?
and I think that's why if you go back to listen what Earl said something. Earl said something what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
2 things I think athletes or federation on the behalf of the athletes need to start doing.
Yeah.
NACAC have to step in and do the same thing, because the NACAC region is, well, the African region is big, European, but NACAC is big, right?
Mm-hmm.
And NACAC consider Canada, USA, and the Caribbean. And without the USA, there is no Olympics. I don't care what anybody say.
I want to hear what your athlete feel about the enhanced game. I would love to hear her views on it. So, if you're interested there, tell us what you think about the enhanced game as a performing athlete right now.
Yeah. But then here,
let us know.
Here's my thing, Richie. The athlete needs somebody speaking on their behalf. Everybody else, every sport have somebody speaking on their behalf.
Yeah.
Track and field athletes don't have nobody speaking. They don't have a former athlete like a Bolt or some, like, what I mean? Speaking on their behalf, so we see it in a lot of other sports, and we've seen it in other sports where because they have a union. We see a boycott in basketball in the past. We see a boycott in hockey. We see a boycott in baseball because they demand better payment.
In cricket was the same thing, Rudy. The same thing. The man them didn't forget the players.
And that's what need to happen in athletics. Demand better. Not in all the I'm only focusing on the world championship, not even going towards, because everybody hosts a different thing. The Olympics Federation is different, Pan Am's, all of everybody, but I'm just sticking with it, because if the world championship does it, everybody else is going to step up.
Yeah.
Even Diamond League.
Of course.
You understand what I mean? I understand the Diamond League, because Diamond League, they go out and find the money from people in the areas and so forth, right? But if they decide to say we are going to boycott, if the athletes decide to step up and say we need better money, first place should at least be $100,000. the 8th place person should at least walk up with $10,000 in every event because of everything they have put in for the whole year. Remember, you are training for that event for 2 years. You're training for that one event.
Yeah.
Yes, you do other events in between.
That's why I said the money not right, Rudy.
And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It is not, but it is not also, Richie, the enhanced game is also not an avenue for them to say, I'm going to switch over.
Yeah.
I really don't think it is.
Anyway, Rudy, let's go jump on another thing quickly because I think we exhaust the enhanced game too. But big up, George. Would I love to hear where I say about the enhanced games. I know you think about it some more. But here the thing is now. So we have the World Athletics who have changed the standard recently, right? And they are putting some new standards for the athletes now. You know, my big thing with the whole of that, Rudy, is that you change the standard for athletes and you make the thing be thing there, but you not change the money. I don't understand that at all. Right? When you look at it right now, let me just give our viewers a little bit of perspective in terms of what they're changing to, because people might think it's a joke thing. So the big change that they're having right now, is the qualifying standards for athletes to run at the World Championships and these meet that World Athletics are producing or putting on. Right? Now, for the 100 meters, the men, they need a qualifying time of 9.95. And every day athlete get up and run 9 seconds. They're going like say it's a regular thing.
No, so that's good. Richie, that's good. We are analyzing it now. The 100 meter men is okay. 100 meter men is okay. No. We're analyzing now. 100 meter men is okay. The women is not.
For the women.
It's not. It's ridiculous.
The 200 meters for the men, 20.07.
It's ridiculous.
The women, 22.45.
It's ridiculous.
400 meters for the men, 44.46.
Madness.
You know what that
it's ridiculous.
Like running 44, Rudy.
It's foolishness.
Right?
Foolishness.
Women, 50 points. You know, long
foolishness.
Sherika
Madness.
Talk about running 50 points.
Listen,
when she get 50 points, she feel good.
That's right? Madness.
The 800 meters men, 143.
It's the most idiotic thing I ever seen before.
Right? For the women, Rudy, hear this crazy part about it. For the women's 800 meter, 157. How much women out there run 2 minutes? I run 150.
Madness, man.
Crazy.
It's foolishness.
Yo, it's I don't know, but hear my big take.
And let's drop down. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
You have the men. Let's even go to a little field because I have a photo of it, but I want to see a little bit. The men long jump.
Yes.
The Canadian record is about just a little over 820. Maybe 821, 825. If I'm wrong.
825.
And they want 825. So you're saying that the Canadian person here have to break the Canadian record
and do better.
And let me go further than that. Every Caribbean island have to break the national record in every single sport to make it to the World Championship. Everyone in the Caribbean. The women long jump is 6 meters 86. The triple jump is not bad. 1440. That's it. That's the best I see for the women. It's not bad. It's okay. Because they drop it. It was dropped. All right. So that's not bad. But it is madness, man. Even that alone is too much to me. I think 14 flat should have been the minimum for the triple jump.
It's crazy, Rudy.
It is crazy. And again, you are putting this high standard because you want to have a high quality sporting event, which is a good 8 people in every event. But where is the money? What is the value for these athletes? There is no value for those athletes.
You're not paying no money.
Every Caribbean island who want to take part in the Olympic Games or in this World Championship must break their federation record, their country's record to make it to the games, unless somebody have a blind.
Rudy, it's ridiculous.
I don't even see the javelin and everything in here to see how crazy it is. But
Yes,
it's
it's highly
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I'm going to tell you how much for the javelin. Is 80 is hold on one sec. Oh my lord. Yeah. Hold on, people. Sorry about that because you know my battery was going down a while ago, so let me just make sure that I fix it right now. Yeah, but it looked like I'm fixed. Let me just fix it right now. But it's a ridiculous thing, Rudy. It's highly ridiculous. Highly ridiculous. Rudy, you're still there with me, right?
Yeah, man, me there.
Okay, so I guess I'm fixed. So let me just go to the javelin and tell you exactly what that is. So the javelin for men is 85.5
Yeah, me have it
meters.
here. Me have it.
Right?
Javelin
And
for
for the women is
yeah.
63.4 meters.
And just to put in let me I have it here too. So let me
Yeah,
just
it's
to put it in
crazy,
context,
Rudy.
right? Just to put it in context, because our Grenadian guy just break did throw today.
Yeah.
And I think he threw let me see what he threw. He's not even showing you. I think he threw like 85, 84, something like that. So
Yeah.
he threw today and he won, but in the Diamond League, and he
Yeah.
didn't even throw the standard. I don't even think he threw the standard. And he's probably ranked number 1 in the world.
Rudy, my thing is no. Let me tell you, my thing is that if you have ask athletes to perform, at least pay them. Yeah, you're asking them to perform at a high standard, but you're not paying the money.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you, whatever little money that them said I'm going to increase money to is not going to be anything of any significance. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to reach these kind of, or to keep these kind of a performance level.
No,
You
no,
know
because
how
the Diamond League is like that.
How much athletes you see come to the Diamond League and even run 9.9 at the Diamond League all the time? 9.9 is a win at the Diamond League all the time. Yeah, you hardly have athletes coming to even try and get a world record thing or anything like that. So in improving these things and not improving the money, you need to get athletes something to work towards, something to come to the meet for, something to, but it can't be just you improving the time, but you're not improving money. Nonsense that. Foolishness. Yeah? It's nonsense. Highly ridiculous.
No, it's highly ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
So here's the thing. The 400 meters hurdles. 48 seconds for the male. 54 for female.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Look at it. The 110 meter hurdles, 13.18. For the men. For the women, 12.80, 12.60. No, remember the world record in these with women inventing is 12.12. Hey, listen.
Oh,
it's a joke. It's a serious joke. I'm not putting the money towards nothing at all.
Gosh,
asking athletes for more, but you not giving nothing.
You're not giving nothing.
No. When you put out them thing, you're supposed to put some money thing behind it. As I say, athletes, you guys need to get an act together. Right? You need to get in a sports together. You need to be at the table. If you're not at the table, it's wasting time. It never makes sense. Because all we as fans do, we just enjoy the thing. Who cares? You don't want to earn the money. Who cares? If you don't care, then why should we care? You don't want to earn the money. You sit down and met the administrators of the sport, taking all of the money. Follow the NFL, follow the NBA, follow West Indies cricket and cricket worldwide, because that's where it is for all of them now. Right? Follow all basketball, follow baseball, follow all those sports, all them sports there. The persons who is in the competition, they are at the top of the game. Them at the table when things is being discussed. Them not missing.
But listen, today in the Diamond League, Jamaica sweeping now 1, 2, 3 now.
Yeah, yesterday.
Them sweep 1, 2, 3 now.
Yeah, man.
And yet again, we're speaking about now. We're looking about maybe 12 to 13 Jamaican females
That's what I'm saying.
that has the world record, an average, and I'm averaging now, that
Yeah.
has this world record, and it's only 3 of them that can go.
Yeah, them have the world standard, but only
World
3 can
standard.
go.
And the only 3 of them that can go. And just one lick, and let me just say,
So what am I
let me
worried
use
for?
this again. One liquor country
Yeah.
comparing to Canada, USA, England, France, Australia, Europe in a whole. Liquor
Yeah.
Jamaica alone have about
Yeah.
13 of the
13
females
out of the field. I
out
mean,
of the field.
but think about it again, you know. We
Madness.
don't see the Jeffersons of the world and them thing that yet, you know. We don't see the Americans because we
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
them yet, right? Because I know they're there and they're coming. They're out there, you know. When
Yeah,
you look
yeah,
at
yeah, 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 yeah.
NCAAs, you see the
They
guys
out there,
just
they out
running
there,
in the
they out there.
NCAAs. So
Yeah, they out
they're
there.
coming, right? So there's going to be a whole host of athletes that you're encouraging to run these
Well, you're right.
standard times,
Listen,
but you're
Anderson
not giving
Peters,
nobody nothing.
Anderson Peters out of Grenada win the javelin, and he make the standard. He threw
Yeah.
38. He threw sub best for the year, and he threw 86.08. So he has standard.
But when get feet?
Huh?
When get for it? When get
He
feet?
won. He won the Diamond League.
If win and get a medal, that's it, Rudy.
Yeah, he won and get a Diamond League. You know.
Him should get some real good money from the Diamond League of peanuts.
And not only that too, he's a back-to-back world champion.
Yeah.
He's a back-to-back world champion.
And him earning peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Look for my pole vault guy. Him broken the world record all 10 times in a 1 year. And where is he in terms of earnings?
But at the same time too, you also, I think World Athletics is looking at how athletes are running, because I'm watching this now, and they're talking about the top 6 athletes in the 400 meters, 144 points. 6 of them in one race, 144 points. It doesn't change the aspect about it, because what they're trying to do is limit having certain people coming in and making the games, spoil the games for them. And I think that's really what it is. They wanting the high quality athletes to come in.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they want to do. And I think it also come to a point where they just want to have 2 heats, semifinals and then finals. I think that's what you want to come to the world athletics. They want to make the games into something that is more bam.
But wait, think has been happening in all of these world championships and all that. Yeah. It's the best of the athletes come to the thing all the time, you know. The best
all the
of
time
end up in the semifinals and end up in the final. It's the best of everybody. Right? So it's nonsense that you looking to put the best ones together.
Yeah.
It's all good that you're looking to do that, you know. But what are you giving the best ones that you put together then? All right, in the NBA is the best teams that reach at the playoffs. But you know what they get to the playoffs?
You know what? You know what they have to do?
You know what they have to do to get to the playoffs?
Yeah.
The clubs can't sit down and pay a man $5,000 and $10,000 and $20,000 and $50,000. They would have never gotten to a playoff. You can just imagine an NBA team decided that, hey, listen,
but here's the question:
is going to value $200,000 a year. Who we think them going to get to come and play?
And here's the question: those in charge, how much money they make?
Right. I hear the coach suggesting that, you know, executive
because
$5,000, $5 million a year. But
the sport is not about them. Listen, there is no basketball coach that making more than some of the top athletes on the team. No coach anywhere is making. Man, they make more money than some of them, because some of them low ending fruit on a team. You understand?
Rudy,
however, there is no coach.
of the NBA not making that kind of money.
Making that kind of money, and none of the sport. President of none of the sport don't making them kind of money.
No.
They're not making that type of money.
It's them that is on show making the money, but in track and field, it's the people who is not on show making the money.
Yeah.
At one stage, you know, athletes were screaming and bawling in Jamaica. Was screaming and bawling about the executive. When they travel first class, but the athletes was in coach. Now you just think about that. Yeah.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something, Richie. 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, 26 years ago.
Yeah.
I went to the Olympics, Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
For Grenada. 3 athletes, 3 of us represent the country. 7 officials.
Yeah.
7 officials.
7. And it's
7 for 3 athletes. Seven.
athletes.
3 athletes.
No, Rudy, they had to go to the Congress and they had to go to the whatever it is they had to go to. All of them excuses that they make for the reason for them traveling, you know. Hey,
And a lot of this, and listen, and when you go back to track and field, a lot of some of this federation, listen, and those of you who out there listening, we are not knocking you guys. We are just speaking best facts.
It's not
they
about
know,
knocking
they
anybody,
know,
Rudy.
listen, they know where something is before it happened.
Yeah.
They know who's going a year before. They know a year in advance who is going to be traveling to the Olympics, who's going to travel to the World Championship before the athletes themselves know.
I want to tell you this to Rudy.
So the priority for the federation, the priority for World Athletics is never about the athletes. It's about themselves.
That's why athletes.
And it's time for the athletes to step up and get their act together. And it's time for you guys to protest. Or it's time for you guys to boycott some things, or it's time for you guys to have a union who could speak on the behalf of you guys.
Yeah, man.
You guys need to come together and organize somebody who can speak on your behalf. If he's a former athlete or if he's an athlete that's in, who can speak on your behalf, that when you guys are in there, something can happen. It is time for you guys to do this. But it's time for wisdom to happen amongst the athletes and stop depending on the federations to speak for them. Stop depending on people to speak for them. And it's time for athletes to put their act together and then their voice make a difference, and you will see change. You will see better performance. You would not see athletes leaving and go to no enhanced games. You will see certain things happening because
no switching.
There will be no switching. There will be none of this stuff is happening. There might be 1 or 2 switching. It depends on how. Because look at Jamaica. What are we talking about? You have 13 females. How much of them?
Rudy, if everybody can run at the World Championships, you know, at least you know whatever the track and field series is, or whatever the games after those things. All of those
but Richie, what gets me though?
Be able to run.
In the end of it, you're still not getting the best of the best. Especially in the female 100 meter. I'm just talking about the female. Right now, this is one of the time I'm speaking only on the female 100 meter.
Yeah.
Would you get the best 8 of the world?
You mean from every country?
No, just in the finals.
No, you never.
You never.
If Jamaica and the US have
but in other sports, you will get it.
Yeah.
But not in the 100, but not in the 100 meter. In other events, you will get the best in the world. In the female, in this era that we're in right now, you will. In the men, you will get it because you just have 3 or 4 guys in Jamaica that run in a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
If you offer money,
just would not.
If you offer money, if you offer money, don't you think that people from India will start to pour more into those athletes there? Do you think that people from Bangladesh will start to pour more into it? Do you think that people from, wherever country in the world that you think not running fast times now, right, will put more money into it? Do you think that China and Japan, who is developing fast right now in the sprints, very fast, because they get into finals.
But you have, Richie, you have those countries. You have those countries who make the sacrifice. You have some countries who leave their country with a group, come and train in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Follow the method in Jamaica.
Yeah.
For about 6 weeks, take it back with them. Now, those same athletes, you are seeing them, especially on the relay, you are seeing them making world relays. You are seeing them in the finals.
But
because the federation of those countries make the sacrifice.
Yeah, those things cost money, Hey,
yes, but the federation is what doing it.
The year when Van Niekerk won and run the world record.
Yeah.
In the 400 meters. He spent an enormous amount of time in Jamaica at Racers Track Club and working on his speed. It cost him money to travel from South Africa to come to Jamaica and stay there for a couple months.
But those athletes who come,
work,
but some of those athletes come under the federation. They didn't just come on their own.
I know.
So the federation sending them.
I know.
They didn't come on their own. So it can't be done.
But what I'm saying, from a World Athletics governing standpoint, World Athletics meet. It's them putting on the meet. You know, they are the ones who promoting track and field. It's just like the NBA. They're the ones who promoting basketball. They control the thing.
Yeah.
But these old oligarchs at the gate that is guarding the track and field gate,
Yeah.
they need to move themselves out of the way.
They need to step aside. They need to step aside.
They are not creative in creating meats that is going to be, and that's what I'm saying, you know, don't look at the endurance game as being the drugs. Look at what they put together in terms of promoting a single meat, what they were able to do.
Yeah.
What the potential is. Don't look at the drugs part about it.
What
but
they
look
could
at
do.
what the potential in creating something that created a stir, that created a buzz. Everybody wanted to see what was going to happen.
And what you had? What they had? Two world record? One?
They had one world record.
Yeah, the swimming.
Right? But at the same time, there was so much eyes on the thing because it was novel. World Athletics not creating no novel, nothing. Them have the ultimate games that come. I want to see what that is going to be because based on what I'm reading, there's not novel to it at all. It's just another Diamond League race.
It's like another, it's not. There's nothing to it. Nothing to it. And it's so late in the season too. It's like everything is just like pointless.
There's nothing. It's just another meet. There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
Right? When in the NBA, everybody look forward to this playoff. Who is going to get to the playoffs? In baseball, the same thing. Everybody looking. NFL is the same. I get to know that myself. Listen, Sports Glove fans. We appreciate it. We're kind of fired up today, and we're going to be fired up like this most Sundays again. I love the vibes that Rudy are giving today. Stacey, you like it, don't it? Stacey said we're a little bit better than before. But anyway, you know, we love the vibes and we like all of the texts that we got in. You know, Stacey and jump in as well because she get passionate a while ago. And George, you know, big up yourself on the Arsenal win. And my brethren over there, where Alric there again, Stacey? Him that Alberta, all the way in Alberta, I'm about me about him Arsenal team. Big up to Arsenal winning the Premier League but losing the Champions League.
But they make it.
Again next year.
Listen, they make it. Yeah, give them the credit. They make it, but there is not much.
But them lose the big thing.
Yeah, because there is no second place. There is no second place.
There's no second place. There's no second place. Everything, man.
You have to win it all.
When Liverpool did that win, they win the Champions League.
Man, you win it. We win it all.
Man, you win it all. Champions League and Premier League.
We win it all. We win it all. So, but Arsenal, yes, they win it all. So you give credit is credit. Yeah. Yeah. So they might go and relax and enjoy like I said, enjoy your season. We give it to you. But come next year, it's a different red. It's a total different color red. It's a different color red that's going to be holding the championship trophy. It's a different color red. Yeah.
You know, so I want to say thank you to Dr. Paul Wright for jumping in and providing some context to what we talked about. It was very fruitful. We love it. You know, we thank the coach Earl Letford, you know, of the Flying Angels Academy up here in Toronto, who are jumping as well and provide his point as well. And we thank you, our viewers and subscribers out there. Listen, Sports Globe and the Sports Pulse on a Sunday evening, 6 o'clock, is where it's all going to happen. Hey, listen, we're not talking, we're not all back. We're just like I say, like when I sit down in the stands and I read with the virgin, and that conversation don't I get. I want to get nothing less. Right, Rudy?
Yeah, man.
Same way,
yeah, man. Same way, so man.
Hey, listen,
it was a good show. Tune in. There is more to come. It was a good vibes. It's a good setting. So you know, it's a good conversation. Like I said, we just talk on the sport. The same thing you guys talk on the block. The same thing you guys talk in the bar. Same thing you guys talk in the barbershop. Same thing you talk about on your dining table when you're talking with your people. That's what we are doing here. We're just talking sports. Yeah.
Blue Jays, we're tired of the losing thing. We need some winning. Come on, why not deal with Toronto? Everything we're gonna lose. Maple Leaf.
They play 100 and something. They play 100 and something game. They are enough. Listen, they play enough.
We're tired. Tell them, Rudy, we're tired of the losing streak.
Listen, if they listen, they play enough game, and them tired themselves.
Rudy, the man them the 5-1 up yesterday. And them lose the game 6-5.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my
Very good.
God, we wanna talk about Blue Jays. We're
And,
tired of
and,
them
and what
losing.
and
So come on,
you know what
let's
it is?
get it done.
It's not the batters and it's not the fielders. It's the pitchers. The pitchers, you're giving up too much things. You understand me?
Hey,
So
listen, man. They have too much injury thing going on with them, man. When they take the
but
half
it's
season,
all
go
right.
drink their thing last season because they come second in the thing. Don't forget to that competition next season. Look at them, man. Them go drink a whole heap of the champagne when them supposed to splash over the players, Rudy, and
Yeah,
go
man,
that.
just throw it all over the
Don't
place
forget to them about season and
and
come.
and even the parade was good today. You know, certainly it was a
Yeah,
nice parade. Well, like I said, well deserved. Some people probably did fly to England for that. You know, some
of
foreign,
course, of
some
course.
American, some Europeans, they did fly to England just for the
All right.
parade because they've been waiting for, you know, years,
Big up.
and it finally come. But big up to you guys, off,
Big up to the
and it's
Arsenal
always good.
team.
It was a good show.
Yeah, man.
Big up to the Knicks. Big up to the Spurs. It's going to be a good NBA Finals. I think it'll be one of a century. We haven't
Rudy,
seen a
tell
good
the
game like
NBA
that
to
in a
lower
long
the
time.
money, man, because poor people can't afford them ticket price there.
Yeah, man, but it's okay, man. They're gonna get in Costco. Costco gonna sell out them big screen TV and so forth, and Best Buy and them places. And right after the season done, they might return the ticket and return it. People gonna do the same thing for the World Cup. They're gonna buy big screen TV. They're gonna invite their
Yeah,
folks at home. And then we're gonna do the same thing, man. We're gonna we're gonna set up something nice where we could
yeah,
certainly put something together where we can just sit down and watch a game on a Saturday evening somewhere. We'll talk about it.
yeah, man.
I'm putting
Hey,
something together
listen,
where you can plan something nice and watch a game and laugh and giggle and have a like a good
yeah,
time
man.
for
We
sure, man. Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah,
Canada,
man.
we love you. We love you a whole lot. Look out for us on the street as well because, Rudy, we need to go see the
We have
stadium down there where
coming,
they're going
man.
to
We
have
have
for the
coming.
World Cup.
Yes,
We need to go look on it and make the people them see what I go on. We don't know. So we are going to look and want to hear what the people them saying on the street. I get ourselves together. We are going to go downtown. We're going to see what I go on with the World Cup football coming 2 weeks
yeah,
time. We got
yeah.
to do it. Hey, listen.
This week
Thank you very much.
I'm off to the high school track and field championship here in
Yeah,
Ontario this week. It's going to be interesting. Some of them 100-meter guys is
that's
running really
Officer.
fast. Officer, yeah, some of the 100-meter kids. I saw the male. I think I see some 10-1 and some 10-2s and so forth. That's some good running. Let's see what happened for these young athletes and them. Some of the females are running phenomenal time. You
Yeah.
know, 11-5 and so forth. That's flying. You know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. So I'll be there, but we'll be on Sunday for
So
another
so we're going to
sports.
hear about that, Rudy. You're going to bring back some
Yes,
results
yes.
for us.
I will have some clips. We'll just run some clips by. We'll
All
have
right.
some results and so forth. So it'll be nice for
All
to
right.
talk about, you know, what's happening here
When
in Canada.
it's up so again this
Thur-
week,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's going to be
Yeah.
where?
In St. Catharines.
In St. Catharines.
Yeah, well, Niagara Falls. Niagara
In
Falls.
Niagara Falls, St.
Niagara
Catharines.
Falls, St.
So hey,
Catharines. Yeah.
listen, people, go out and support the juniors, program and go out and support and go and see phenomenal. Yeah, Rudy has a 10-1 I go run, Hey, listen.
Yeah. 10-1 over. Them boys and them running
10-1 for a
fast.
junior is
Yeah.
super
Super. Yeah.
fast. That's really fast.
Yeah.
Right?
And then
Jamaican
like we said,
9.9,
you
but
just
10-1
had
is a fast time
you
for a
just
junior.
you just had Coach All on one of the young stars is from his program.
Yeah.
So definitely it'll be fun. It'll be a fun
Yep.
thing to be out there. Yeah.
All right, blessings. Dr. Paul,
All right, man. Yeah, man.
Ledford, and the whole team over there. Blessings. Thank you very much. Rudy, we'll have to mash up the place next week, Sunday again.
Yes, man. We're definitely gonna
All
bring
right.
something more fiery for you guys. Bring some more stuff for you guys, and then we'll go from there. If it's just us, if we have somebody on or whichever it is, we're gonna talk sports. Sports Pulse on a Sunday, 6 p.m. See you next week.
All right. Sports Globe, Sports Pulse. We are out.